senior that's got the spotlight tonight one last time inside this building. Second to last game of the regular season, and away we go. And Lajae Jones coming right at us here to win the opening tap for his team. Florida State, they're in the garnet. Pittsburgh in the home whites. One last home game for Capel's crew in Pittsburgh, and they are trying to finish this season strong. You see 11-18 overall. Eric, they have won 2 out of the last 3, and this resilient group is trying to finish the season on a high note.
Kev, I was at practice yesterday, and despite all the injuries and all the adversities that they faced this year, these guys have stuck together, and they're still competing at a high level.
After the miss, they're coming back the other way, and so this is their starting 5. Corin does lead the way, averages about 13 points per game. Barry Dunning, number 22 in the white, coming off a really strong game out of the West Coast, went for a double-double in the win against Cal. After the Cialepa miss, this is McCray. It's number 6 in the garnet, went with the crossover, and he drew the foul on Minor.
And this is how Florida State wants to play. They want to play with pace, get up and down, attack the basket, and we talked about in the opening, not settling for jump shots. Perfect example right there, McCray.
So Luke Laux, there's the 35-year-old FSU alumnus from Florida. They started 8-12 in their first 20 games. When you zoom in a little further, they've now won 7 out of their last 9. And he has been very outspoken and candid about, hey, we're going to play the guys that are working hard, that are doing the little things, working on both ends of the floor, and it has paid off.
And you know what the separator is? Guys competing at a high level. He said it starts in practice. He wants to see these guys set the tone in practice. Who's going to play the hardest? Those are the guys that are going to play in the game.
Well, they're going to get another chance here. That one was deflected. Last touch by Pittsburgh, and so the Seminoles inbounded. Lajae Jones, count it, and the foul. And he's got a chance at a 4-point play here to give the visitors an early edge.
How about Lajae Jones? He's just been, him and McCray have just been great in this run for Florida State. Great job getting a little piece on the screen, which allows Lajae Jones to get open in the corner. And if you're Witherspoon, that's a no-no right there. Contest, but don't foul. An opportunity for a 4-point play for Florida State.
You know, Jones, his jump shot, he does leap forward quite a bit. So he gets the whistle. And Jones, the senior from Neptune Beach, Florida, who also has been more productive in league play, gets the early triple. After the whistle, Pittsburgh will work it back into the front court. How important is the pace that you referenced before in terms of the 2 styles today?
Well, for Florida State, they want to be able to play fast, and for Pitt, they have a short bench. So obviously, it's ideal for teams to be able to get up and down and play ahead of the defense. But for Pitt, they want to be able to get in half court, get some ball movement, play inside out, and play off a Corin. But Florida State, they're going to try to push that pace and make Pitt play at their level.
Just saw Jeff Capel, the 8th-year boss. He's won everywhere he's been, VCU, Oklahoma, Duke as an assistant. And he was very complimentary earlier today about how this group of, it's a short bench, all right. They have stayed very tight-knit, close. They've worked hard here through the end of the season. So they'll inbound it here at 13 on the shot clock. This is the freshman, Amari Witherspoon, on the pull-up, gets it to go.
And we were talking about it in practice yesterday and shoot-around this morning. He's a key for Pitt. I think he's a guy that's capable of scoring, having the basketball in his hands and making plays. And you see right there with the pull-up jump shot, he just has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. The more reps he gets, the more comfortable he'll be at that.
You saw it there at the bottom right. 6 assists the other day in the Cal win. That time a beeline to the basket. It's Tomas Basson.
I told him right here this morning, a shooter, I said, you're the Swiss Army knife. You do a little bit of everything. You see him right there slashing. He's defending on the ball right now, getting up in transition. He rebounds. He had his first double-double last game against Georgia Tech. He's a key for this Florida State team.
The Parisian Army knife. Rookie from Paris. Gets his first basket to go. Minor bounces down. This is Corin. There's a good passer from underneath there, and he finds Dunning tray.
And Coach Capel knew that Florida State was going to come with that double team tonight. Great job by Corrin recognizing it, getting that cross-court pass to Dunning to knock down the three.
The senior on his senior night with a nice play.
Well, how about the patience right here and just the recognition, seeing the cross-court open pass, and Dunning is ready to shoot the ball and knocks it down.
Oh, a throwdown on the other end, by the way, off the inbound pass. It was A.J. Swinton who threw it down.
Kev Swinton was one of those guys who's earned more minutes by competing hard in practice. And he showed you right there why he's getting more minutes now.
The sophomore puts the visitors ahead by 3. Witherspoon has now knocked down back-to-back in the paint. Florida State very quickly into the front court. After the Jones miss, Swinton cleans it up.
And that's something Pitt has to be able to clean up. They can't give Florida State second and third chance opportunities. But how about the pace that Florida State's playing with? A made basket on one end, and they're getting it out the basket and getting down quickly.
They're 4 out of 6 from the floor. They've got the three-point edge. Final week of the regular season. Everything's starting to take shape in terms of seeding for next week's ACC tournament. More on that for both of these teams throughout the show. Careless pass, McCray's got it. Fueling the run. Lob it up, and that time was just too far. That's a foul on Wiggins. Ball back to Pittsburgh.
Well, if you're Pittsburgh, you can't give extra possessions. What you see right here, great job on a inbounds play. McCray finding Swinton, and Swinton, he knows what to do with it. But if you're Pittsburgh, you have to be able to take care of the basketball, and you got to cherish every single possession that you get.
Well, they're going to face some of this heat. Pittsburgh has been near the bottom much of the year in terms of turnovers per game.
You see right now, Florida State switching to a little bit of zone, and they've been mixing it up a little bit, and that's the second.
There's another takeaway.
Second bad pass by Pitt. Cross-court passes are a no-no.
Same as the last one. Wiggins, this is the marksman, drills the triple.
And how about Wiggins? How about his journey from Clemson and now at Florida State? He's a guy who is just considered a three-point shooter, shooting 35% for Florida State, highest on the team, but he's mixed it up a little as well, getting into that mid-post and looking to post up a little bit more.
He has displayed a complete scoring game this season. That's Florida State's second leading scorer. Minor trying to work around the Cialepa screen. Dunning cut off. Good defensive possession here for Florida State, but a foul bails him out. It's on Swinton, and Dunning is at the line when we return. The Seminoles off to a fast start. 5 of 7 from the floor, and they've got the 13-7. Basically the last decade at the NBA level. The last 3 years he was on the bench in Sacramento with Mike Brown. And when this opportunity came to be, this was a no-doubter. Place where he won a championship, an ACC title as a player. And that is the goal now as a coach. And he and his staff, to further accentuate your point, they have squeezed a lot of potential out of this group to where they are, they've got a chance here to finish above 500 overall and in league play.
And I think his NBA experience coming into this landscape now of college basketball, the NIL era isn't intimidating as it would be maybe for somebody who hasn't had that experience. He's dealt with contracts with guys making a lot of money, so he's done a great job in his first year at Florida State.
So after Dunning completes the three-point play, it's a 5-point game. This is Chauncey Wiggins trying to back down his man. One to shoot. He's got to chuck it, and it falls.
So, Kev, we talked about him expanding his game a little bit more. He's not just a three-point shooter. You see him battling right there with the big fella Corrin, and, man, that was a tough shot.
The veteran from Atlanta, averaging career highs across the board. Corrin misfires. So that was the first attempt for Cam Corrin, the senior from Allen, Texas. That's off of Wiggins' hands, back to Pitt.
That last possession for Pitt, they had the right idea. You see Wiggins right here. He's battling with big fella. It just hits a tough shot. If you're Corrin, you just got to shake his hand right there. That was a tough shot that Chauncey Wiggins hit. But on the previous possession for Pitt, you want to attack that high post, short corner area. and then play and react off the defense how they move.
Corin is Pittsburgh's leading scorer. Dunning misses it from 15. Second year at the program. He has evolved as a player, and he gets one more night inside this building to finish out his college career at home. Baseline drive, kick it out to Swinton, splashes the three.
If you're right there, Corin, you got to meet him outside of that block and be there earlier. He was late, which allowed that corner drift to be there, knocking down the open three.
What are you seeing from Florida State defensively in the early minutes?
You know, you see in the zone, we talked about them mixing up. What makes a really good zone is they're active, their length, and they're just flying around communicating. Florida State's doing a pretty good job of that right now.
Pittsburgh hasn't got many clean looks. This was one of them, but the shot was affected by Basong.
It really kept the last three possessions. They got shots that they wanted, 2 free throw line jump shots, and then a great seal right there. They're just not able to finish.
Pitt 3 out of 8 from the floor to start. Noyes Andrositis is out of the floor. He's got it now. He's a shooter, number 25 of the white. And he might be the only man off the bench tonight for Capel. He's been playing 6, no more than 7 of late. Minor's got an open look. Minor down and out. Andrositis, a new 20 for his team. That shot is blocked. Basong running the floor. Basong with the throwdown. Tomas Basong do it on one side and the other. Timeout Pitt. Get out of his way right here.
And we talked about how FSU wants to get out in transition, and Basong right there. Finish me, young fella. Getting up, throwing it down.
It's a 7-0 Florida State run after this rejection and transition throwdown for Tomas Basong.
And that's what Florida State has gotten better at. Defense to offense, getting out, playing fast, and when you see open lane, finish strong.
When you zoom out a little further, it's a 12-1 scoring run. Corin puts an end to that. That's the first basket for the senior from Allen, Texas.
And Pitt just has to be able to settle in, get some ball movement against that zone. And the last few possessions, Corin has had the advantage against Swinton down low. You have to be able to recognize it.
Florida State has landed the first punch. They're controlling the pace in the early minutes here. Alex Steen lost it. Pittsburgh forces a takeaway. Andrositis goes up, puts it in. The sophomore from outside of Chicago has got his first bucket.
And Pitt getting a little bit of pace of their own, getting up and down again. Ideally, if you can play fast and get ahead of the defense, you want to be able to do that.
Somerville trying to take his man off the bounce. Dunning stays in front. Minor the board.
Really good defense right there by Dunning Jr. staying in front, forcing a tough shot.
And that was what encouraged Capel and the staff in the win at Cal on Saturday. It was a really strong defensive performance. They held Cal to 5 of 22 shooting from beyond the arc. They played a physical game in that 72-56 win. So that whistle takes us to a timeout. Florida State has got the early edge. They're up 8. Those keys to the game. These are our T. Rowe Price better outcomes keys. You know, what are you looking at for both teams today in this one?
Well, we talked about it at Florida State. They want to play with pace, get up and down, create easy opportunities, and then play with ball pressure. We talked about Pitt's short bench. Get up and make it tough for these guards. Don't let them get comfortable. And then on the other side for Pitt, be physical, but don't foul. We've seen on a couple of possessions, they were physical and they got caught fouling, and then the half court against his own or man, play with some ball movement, get some pace on that ball, get some easy looks, be able to play off of some closeouts and be aggressive off of that.
It's a 6-point game again after Dunning's basket underneath. This is Jones. Oh, it opened up the middle of the paint, and Lajae Jones took flight.
Lajae Jones, he had a, I don't know, he trying to hurt somebody right there, but big fella coming down the lane, 2 hands. If you're gonna go like to the rim, go like that, please.
Jones has been aggressive. Indricitis triples offline, and here's the Aussie. That's Cialepa. Gets his team a new 20. Pittsburgh, they're a little better on the glass compared to their opponent tonight. Can that be an advantage? That 3 is way off. Swinton winds up kicking that out of bounds. Boy, the lane opened up for Jones.
How about Jones? He get him going one way, then behind the back. He's seen an open lane and just take off. That wasn't, there was no hesitancy at all right there. That's aggressive as you get.
I think that's if we're putting the SportsCenter top 10 nominee on that one, we've got 2 in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Well, that wasn't just a straight line drive. He was going to the left, behind the back, to the right, and then just straight attack down the middle, dunk on your head. Lajae Jones, he's up and he's ready.
He has been assertive lately. He had the 21-point game against Miami last week. This is Roman Cialepa, freshman from Brisbane, Australia. He has been a reliable rebounder for this team, especially on the offensive glass. He's usually lurking. His scoring production has gone up. Gets 1 out of 2 at the stripe.
Kev, he's the #1 offensive rebounder in the ACC.
He's been really good in that department. Just a one-and-done possession. Pittsburgh trying to tighten this one up.
See Florida State in their man. They're going to switch everything. Pitt has to see the advantage and attack it.
Cialepa misses. This is McGee, Kobe McGee off the bench and into the game. McCray, little space. Cialepa's got it.
And again, McCray, we know he's capable of shooting the ball, but at that point, you want to be aggressive to the basket. Do what's been working for you.
Swinton is down, and he is in a lot of pain and discomfort. Swinton, aggressive, got back, blocked that shot off the backboard, and then came down awkwardly. And you've got the athletic training staff. Chris Clapton is the head athletic trainer. Looked like the left leg just came down awkwardly.
Yeah, that right there, it just like when he landed on it and it kind of locked out on him, and you saw it buckle a little bit. That's it. You just hope the best for the young man.
So Chauncey Wiggins is back into the game with Swinton coming off the floor. Five-point lead, Florida State. 9:30 to play in the first half. Wiggins trying to stretch it. It's good.
And you said it, Kev. He's taking Corn away from the rim. Best three-point shooter percentage-wise on the team. Now he's going to make Corn play out there.
Yeah, and he's gotten better as the year is unfolding. 8 points to start this one. That's his second triple. He's been one of the better shooters in league play.
Yeah, and he's expanded his game like we talked about early on. He's not just a shooter. He's getting in that mid-post area and banging a little bit as well.
You know, Dunning has been really active, not just with the ball in his hands, but crashing the glass, and he earns another whistle. That's another foul on Florida State. That is the 7th team foul. So 1-and-1 coming up. Or pardon me, that's the 6th team foul.
We're talking to Coach Cable, and talking about Dunning, he's the most athletic player on the team, and he's took on more of a scoring role this season, averaging almost 12 points a game. We know he can shoot the ball, but I think he wanted to see a little bit more of a defensive presence from Dunning with his length and his athleticism, being able to guard versus more spots on that side of the ball.
Andrusaitis, lob it to the other side of the floor. Dunning is open, 3 to shoot. Dunning left it short. Corin kept it alive and he punched it back out. It's a new 20 for the home team. Andrusaitis, not that time.
And you're okay with that shot. That's a guy that's been shooting 63% over the last 3 games, so he can take one of those.
You know, they're down 8. I think you're okay with most of the looks they've had, Pittsburgh.
They've had some really good looks, especially against that zone. They had 2 foul line jumpers. They had a couple good seals. They just weren't able to finish. So they're getting the shots that they want. They just have to be able to finish the play.
That's a foul on Pittsburgh. That's on Cialeppa, his first. So the Seminoles go to the free throw line. McCray is 71% at the stripe. So McCray now has a couple of points both at the free throw line. So remember, tonight after our game, we got the Nothing But Net women's crew. They're coming your way with a complete breakdown of all 3 games today in the ACC women's tournament. Highlights, analysis, the interviews, everything. Second round action tomorrow gets started at 11 a.m. That is tip-off of game 1.
It's like the
It's
AAU.
March.
It's like the old AAU 8 o'clock games. Those are early games. You're getting up. You're ready to go. That breakfast is about 7.
Boy, those Jibs, man, they were turning those games quick.
Oh, man.
One after the other, going through all hours of the night. That's a 10-second count that Florida State forces. Jeff Capel is saying we got to go north. Got to go that way.
Yeah, the basket is forward, ahead. But going back to one of the keys for Florida State, ball pressure.
Yep.
You don't want to let these guys get comfortable. You don't want to let them get, easy decision making. And if I'm Florida State right now, I'm not settling for anything. I'm attacking the basket. I'm making Pittsburgh play.
And they already at this point lead the league in turnovers forced. Oh, Minor just picks Wiggins' pocket. He fell asleep that time.
Great defensive play right there by Minor.
Nowhere to go, and so Pittsburgh will now run its stuff. So look at the length, by the way, up top here for Florida State. Andrusaitis. He's fouled on the 3. And the sophomore is going to the free throw line. He will shoot 3 on the other side. Florida State, though, has only taken the 3 shots to this point, 1 out of 3 from the floor. He's got a couple of assists, by the way. But feeding Corin or finding him in those mismatches underneath, critical for the Panthers moving forward. Meanwhile, they've got Andrusaitis at the free throw line. This is the sophomore from the Chicago suburbs. Lamont, his hometown. His parents are from Lithuania. He has spent a number of years playing for the youth national teams in Lithuania, overseas in Europe, summer after summer. So he has been very productive lately. And he has been dialed in from distance for Pitt.
And I tell you what, Kev, I've been over to Lithuania, and they're starting young at club ball. They're teaching them how to play the right way at a young age. So you see it from Andrusaitis. He knows how to play the game, high IQ, and like you said, he's shooting the leather off the ball right now.
That's a tough attempt that time by Miles. Steen gets his team a new 20. Steen's calling for it. Instead, Somerville, no. Pittsburgh, after those 3 free throws, are coming back the other way.
Right now, if I'm Dunning, I got to see that. I got to see Corin right there.
Another miss. Cialeppa trying to take Steen off the bounce, threw it away.
And if you're Pitt, that's not what you want Cialeppa to do.
Here's Steen to the basket.
Have we talked about Pitt taking care of the basketball? Every single turnover they have, it seems Florida State was able to take advantage, get out in transition, and get an easy bucket. Just another one right there.
They have been very opportunistic. Corin going to work, up with the left. It's good.
If you're playing against the zone, the weak spots are the free throw line in that short corner area. Just get it to Cam in that free throw line area. He turns aggressive, puts his shoulder into him, finishes with the left hand. Keep it simple.
The ex-Seminole went for 16 on Saturday in the Cal win. Pittsburgh's most valuable player, especially now with Brandon Cummings, who has been out for the last month plus. The song misfires.
Again, that was another settle right there by Florida State.
Lob it right inside Basong. You know, he has got that long reach and has deflected a number of passes today. We'll stay here with Pitt.
You see right here, that's not what Pitt wants this celebrity to do. He's not a playmaker. Again, defense to offense, getting out and finishing. And if you're Pitt, this is where you want to get it. Free throw line area, turn and face, be aggressive attacking the rim. Great job by Corn.
It's a great decisive move.
You have to be decisive against the zone.
So 5:45 to play in the first. Pittsburgh was down double digits for a brief moment in this game. They're back within 7. They have played from behind for much of the first.
In that possession right there, it was a great possession. He was aggressive, they helped in, he found the shooter, just weren't able to knock it down.
Who wants it? Freebie. Pittsburgh grabs it. And where's that going? Whoa. A little too tall.
And I love Witherspoon, his ability and his talent. He's going to be a really good player. But early on this season, he's really been struggling with taking care of the basketball. He has to be able to make better decisions with the ball in his hands.
He's got upside. Freshman from Bowie, Maryland.
A lot.
Yeah.
Great size, good length. He can shoot the ball. He can play make. He just has to be able to take care of the basketball better.
Turnovers about even today. 5 for Pittsburgh, 4 for Florida State. Wiggins trying to be strong with it. Ingrasitis knocked it loose. Minor's on the floor. And Pittsburgh gets the timeout. So they win the hustle play. And they've got it here. State, nothing but net crew. Gets you started at 1:30 Eastern. All right, so let's break it down. Pittsburgh, right now, they're in 15th place. Well, what's so consequential about that? All right, we're only taking the top 15 in the ACC tournament. So they certainly would like to extend their season and play next week. So a couple of wins here to close out the regular season. At least one, you would think, minimum, is going to put them in a good shot to remain among the top 15. Florida State, if it stays among the top 8, which it is right now, they would get that single bye to the second round. Boy, Basong has just been so active, athletic, assertive today.
Well, how about the pass from McCray? Pass ahead, and they're playing with pace. That was one pass ahead, get to the basket. Like you said, Basong, he is just active on both ends of the floor right now.
He's been the beneficiary. A couple of nice transition opportunities. Florida State has been in control. They've been up for much of this first half.
And Pitt, you know, they've had some good opportunities. Like right there, that's a good opportunity. They're just not able to finish, and then they got to take care of the basketball.
Dunning kept that one alive. Witherspoon flung it back out. Now, this would be a sequence where they would like to get something here. Minor stepping into the 3. Corrin fighting, and it's Somerville who comes away with it.
Everything's out on the perimeter right now. You have to be able to drive the ball off those closeouts and look to get easy opportunities at the rim.
McCray, he's got another.
I tell you what, Kev, if he's hitting that shot, watch out, because he is already getting by guys, but if he's hitting that and making guys press up, he's a tough guard.
Who has to be that attacker for Pittsburgh?
Either guard. I love Witherspoon. I love both are capable of getting in the paint right there. You see Minor, great job, drop off. You just have to be able to finish those easy opportunities at the rim, and they haven't this first half.
Rugged start for Corrin, 2 out of 7 from the floor. Somerville, he got it. The jab step and the 3.
And on several possessions, maybe 3 or 4, they've brought Corrin away from the rim, and they've had the advantage. A couple times they settled, but right there, Somerville doing a great job of knocking it down.
It's an 8-0 run for Florida State, and they have broken it open. Their largest lead of this first half, they're up 15.
And how about McCray, the pass ahead with the right hand, and Basong, he's been finishing at the rim all first half. And then right here, McCray knocking down the open.
You know, you see the players that have been out. The one on the far left, Brandon Cummings. You mentioned a couple of times these Pittsburgh guards, they've got to try to work into the paint as best as they can. Cummings was the guy who could take his man off the bounce. Now, He had ankle surgery 2 weeks ago. Last time he played was January 31st. So they have been without an athletic guard in Cummings for more than a month now. Amadou Kante has only played 8 games this season. Deshaun Jackson suffered the heart condition and cardiac episode back in September. He has not played all year. And Jeff Capel has been very candid about the fact of, I'm happy with how this remaining group has played, relatively speaking. I would have loved to see us whole, and I think a lot of folks around the league, a lot of folks here in Pittsburgh would have liked to have seen this team whole for a majority of the season. And so those injuries are important context.
And you never want to lose your best player, but on a positive note, Coach Capel, he was keeping it positive. He always spun it that way. These younger guys who wouldn't have been playing it as much are getting more experience and more in playing time and growing at a faster pace.
It's a 6-man rotation essentially right now. 2 are freshmen. Another is a sophomore off the bench. Wiggins open, pure from 3.
How about that sequence right there? Somerville with the left hand drop to Steen right there, and Steen, the big fella, turning into the pass out to his front court mate, and Wiggins, like we said, 35% from 3. He's able to knock it down.
You know, 10 of their 15 makes have been assisted. They've shared it well. Minor from 15.
And that's what they have to do. Good job of screening the outside of that zone. Minor, you have to be aggressive right there. If you can't get all the way, looking at that pull-up, great job of recognizing and knocking it down.
First bucket of the evening for the 5th-year senior from Chicago. He's played his final game inside this building. Jones gets fouled.
And how about this right here? The left hand drop right there, and your big fella getting up and making the play. It was a great read because he was looking to the corner, but he saw the defender go there, and then Wiggins, he knows what to do with it. Best 3-point shooter on Florida State's team.
He had me faked out. He faked me out there. I thought he was rising to put that one up. Instead, the kick out winds up getting the assist, and his team gets 3. So they have been balanced. They really have. Florida State has had a number of players knock down some shots. Wiggins sits down. He, Basong, McCray, Jones. How about what Swinton did before he went down with the looked like left knee injury? So they have had production from a whole number of players. They're back up by 15.
Well, they're doing it as a collective unit. And look, we know they're still going to shoot threes, but they're just not shooting as much, and they're aware of their shot selection. They're doing it off a great ball movement. They're getting open opportunities.
So they forced a 10-second count previously. This time they get it across with plenty of time. Inside of a minute. The surging Seminoles, they're 8-3, their last 11. They've been one of the better stories in the league the last month and a half. Dunning misfires. Cialepa goes up. Cialepa is fouled.
And Kev, that's what you have to try to do. You have to try to get second and third chance opportunities and slow it down a little bit, get to the free throw line and get points that way. But again, it was great ball movement against the zone. They were in, they were out. Dunning got open shot and just weren't able to knock it down. I think Pitt is doing a good job finding those open looks and those good looks. They're just not making them.
That has been the undoing today. They're 30% from the floor and very cold from deep.
And look at the ball's moving with good pace. Dunning up top. They got it to the high post. They kicked it back out to Dunning. And a good job by Cialepa. Again, #1 offensive rebounder in the AC. But and they end up getting nothing out of that possession.
McCray trying to blow by. McCray rises and finishes.
Well, you saw, how about the recognition real quick? He saw the switch, he said, hold on real quick, I'm gonna back it out a little bit and then attack him. And how about the body control?
By the way, we just got a technical, Martin Somerville was just issued a technical. So Tony Chiazza teed him up here as they got back on D, and God says, Somerville, is he saying, I didn't say anything? Luke Laux is pointing to his temples there, and I think Chiazza is giving him the explanation. You got Indricitis at the free throw line.
I don't really see what happened right there. I think he was just excited for his teammate who made a great play.
Yeah, I missed it as well. And so and this is good officiating. Chauncey and Somerville, they're talking it out right now. So watch number 1 in the garnet. A little trash talk directed to somebody.
I missed it, Kev. I have no clue what happened. It's part of the game. You talk a little bit, all right? That wasn't anything. I don't know. I have no clue what happened right there.
Tough to tell. Corin going in strong.
Just keep it simple. Get it to your big guy, the guy who's been leading you the whole season. Be aggressive.
Oh, the horn! Bank it in. It's good. Cam Miles, the cherry on last. What is it now? 60 minutes of basketball, 10 assists, 1 turnover. That's it.
Yeah, that's what you want from your point guard, your guy who's going to have the ball in his hands the majority of the game. He's been playing really, really good basketball as of late.
That field goal percentage difference right there, you can see. That was a major disparity in the first half.
Yeah, 8 threes for Florida State, 1 for Pittsburgh, 1 for 12. That is definitely the difference.
So it will be an uphill climb tonight in the second half for the home Panthers in their final home game. McCray now has 10 after that drive to the basket. So the largest lead of the evening continues to grow for the Seminoles. Steen wipes away that one from Cialepa. So they have just been a tad sharper almost in every facet tonight.
And you got to credit Florida State's defense. They're mixing up a little man to zone, more zone, but they're active in the zone. They're using their length and their athleticism to cover space. And we talked about Wiggins, McCray and Wiggins. They just continue their stellar play from the first half. McCray with the aggressive drive, and now Wiggins knocking down another 3, top of the key.
You know, so the bell sounds, they start staggering back to the center of the ring. That is a quick knockdown. 5 straight right out of the chute, plus the block on this end for the Seminoles. Dunning, drive and kick. Basong with another deflection.
Just keeping their foot on the gas, and you know that's what Coach was telling them at halftime. Let's keep it going, but you see the back screen right there, which allows them to get open right there. Dunning is a little bit late, and you cannot be late on Wiggins. He's going to knock that down.
That's some good stuff right there for Luke Laux' team. They have been surging. They're 8-3 over their last 11, and it's not fluky. They have won at Virginia Tech. They have won at Clemson. They have won at Miami. And they've won 4 in a row, by the way, on the road, and it looks like that's going to trend in a similar direction tonight. Jones now makes it an 8-0 burst right out of the chute for Florida State.
Well, Kev, he doesn't want to be left out of this 3-point party, so he said, let me get involved a little bit. And about the defensive side of the basketball for Florida State, everything is uncomfortable for Pittsburgh right now.
There's a heat check. McCray, no. Basong, kick it. Jones. Bouncing, rebound to Pitt.
Well, we got away with the double dribble right there.
He did, left hand to right hand. Good call. That's just the second made 3 for Pittsburgh tonight, and Dunning has them both. Timeout Pitt. An 8-3 run for the Seminoles to start the second half. /MBBT. Scan the QR code as well. Florida State, they've busted this one open. They're up 21. So entering action today, they were the projected 8 seed in the ACC tournament by way of some tiebreakers that favored the Seminoles. Now Cal won earlier today, so they right now have a half-game lead over Florida State. Again, for the moment, if the Seminoles were to win today, they'd be tied with Cal. They'd have the tiebreaker there, and so they would remain in that 8 slot. So again, the top 8, you get buys to either the second or the quarterfinals.
Kev, Pitt has to find a way to be able to keep these guards in front and just keep anybody in front right now and try to slow this pace of Florida State down. They're playing how they want to play, and they're making it tough on the other end for Pittsburgh.
Wiggins, after that prior basket, he's now got 16, so he is above his season average. Goes for about 12 or 13 a game. Wiggins is dialed in. Jones, McCray, Basong. Everybody is executing. Jones, look out. There is an easy throwdown.
Kev, that's probably the third time on an out-of-bounds play where they got a dunk like that. Early in the first half, it was Swinton. Now you see Jones right there. Great execution. Setting the screens, being patient, getting open, and finishing.
That seems like the word tonight. Florida State has executed. Andrositis, yes.
And again, that's be consistent going to that high post area. Put somebody in that high post area who can make a play and make a decision.
Pittsburgh in a deep hole. They have struggled to shoot from the perimeter tonight. Cialepa going up, missed it. Dunning follows.
Well, this is how they're going to be able to get back in the game. If they have to be able to create turnovers and get out on the other end and get some easy opportunities at the basket.
And Luke Laux is not having any fun right here with that one. Look at this play.
How about the execution right there? And Jones.
All right, Eric, your all-conference first team. Who you got in the league? This is going to be announced here next week. Who's on your first team?
Well, this is the year of the freshmen, and you see right here, 4 out of the 5 are freshmen. Akori, he's just been dominant. Akori and Boozer are unanimous for me. Caleb Wilson, despite missing a few games, he's been doing everything for North Carolina. DeRitter, same deal for Virginia, and then Renew, averaging almost 20 and 8 rebounds. He's been outstanding for Miami.
Corey's got 15 points tonight. Stanford with the lead over Notre Dame. They're the other game in action around the league. I would assume your all ACC first team is going to be very similar to your all freshman team.
Very similar. It's just one guy
basically the whole team.
Basically the same. You see right here, the only difference right here is Sheldon Henderson, and he's a guy who's been having a fantastic year, shooting almost 60% from the field, from the guard position. He's like a Mack truck out there. These guys are all been playing at a high level.
McGee wants one. Florida State has hit 10 threes in this game, so they are right at their season average. Boy, Cialepa got clocked in the face. He is cut above the left eye. So he's going to go back to the training room. So what happens here? Oh, it was his teammate, Dunning. Caught him with a stray.
That's probably going to require stitches right there. But guys are competing at a high level. You know, that stuff is going to happen. We see the unfortunate injury earlier with Swinton, and he's not going to be back. But, you know, all this is a part of the game. And Kev, we talked about Pitt early on with the...
No upgrade to flagrant foul.
There's Bill Covington. Can you ding your teammate for knocking you out? Is that worthy of upgrading to flagrant 1?
Yeah.
A little friendly fire. Although, you know, there's nothing friendly about that.
No,
it's just painful.
Nothing friendly at all. Look, it's friendly competition, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, Pittsburgh's been dealing with this type of adversity all year long. We talked about in the beginning the 3 guys that they're missing. But the good thing about Pitt and Coach Capel and staff, these guys have stuck together. They've continued to compete despite everything that's going on.
You know, I thought he said it, you know, very frankly earlier today, that they have continued to show up. So right after they inbounded that one, I think they might have found this where the crime was commit, perhaps. A little cleanup underneath. Looks like we're ready to go. Just a short-handed group has showed up. Day in, day out, long season. You see the record. They've certainly took far more losses than wins this year. Got a foul inside. That's on McCray. So everybody on the Florida State bench is telling McCray, hey, forget it, move on.
We talked about it in the first half. Pitt has to do a better job of recognizing the mismatch right away and be able to get that ball inside the court, take advantage of it.
Andrositis fires off of Corin's hands. He had that one timed properly, fumbled it. Seminoles have it.
Well, it's the story of the game. Pittsburgh has got open looks. They've got open opportunities. They just haven't been able to knock them down. And when they've got second and third chance opportunities, they still haven't been able to finish.
That is, by the way, that's a shot of A.J. Swinton, who had 7 points in just a handful of minutes very early in the first half. Came down awkwardly on his left leg after a chase down block in transition. It was helped off the floor. You see him going back to the bench now on crutches. Jones, step back, no. Who wants it? Dunning takes it away.
And that was a good defensive possession right there for Pittsburgh, forcing them into a tough shot.
There's Dunning, lobbing it up to the senior.
Great recognition right there by Minor, seeing Dunning cutting and getting him the alley-oop opportunity.
Pittsburgh looking to string some stops together and turn that into some buckets on the other side. That's a difficult one, and Steen working hard on the offensive glass.
And just a backbreaker. A good defensive possession. Let him get a second chance opportunity. Steen, good job finishing.
Dunning left it short. Corin. Cam Corin, his final game inside this building, powers up strong for 2.
And look, Kev, these guys aren't going to quit. They're going to continue to play despite being down almost 20 points. They're going to continue to fight. They're going to continue to play. Like you said, they have to string together some stops on this end of the floor.
McCray into the paint. Rejected by Corin. This is fueling a run out. Andrositis wants it. He's got it.
Defense to offense. Get out, get easy opportunities, easy looks at the rim. Get the ball to your best shooter in transition and knock it down.
Little energy here from the Pittsburgh side. McCray, a spin. Corin didn't get a piece of it. Steen tried to save it. Pittsburgh on the move again. Corin running the floor. Couple ball fakes. Corin finishes. Florida State's going to need a minute. So the Panthers go on a little mini run to get it back to a 12-point game with 12:21 to play.
You see Pitt doing a great job of recognizing it, getting above the rim. Minor to Dunning, and defense, turn it into offense, get ahead, and find your best shooter, and he knows what to do with it.
Responded. A 13-2 run for the Panthers after they went down by 23. And so now it's a 12-point game again.
You see the 13-2 scoring run. They've done it on the defensive side of the ball. They've turned their defense into offense, and they've got out in transition. They were able to get some easy opportunities and some easy looks at the basket.
Corin has 10 for the home team, but it's Barry Dunning Jr. who has ignited for 17. Dunning got a piece of that, blocks that Somerville layup. And so Pittsburgh with another stop, and they're trying to get it maybe back to single digits here.
You see them, Kev, playing with a little bit more pop in their step, right? They're getting up, they're playing with a little bit more pace. And ideally, that's what you want to be able to do. Play fast, get that ball movement going, create some easy looks.
Witherspoon spins. Got a whistle, a bump. That's a foul on Miles on the reach-in. So it's just the third team foul on Florida State.
Yeah, you see him two hands swipe it down.
Oh, and then a turnover. Florida State with a takeaway after the inbound pass. And then the freshman Moore gets whistled for the foul.
Yeah, that's a momentum killer right there for Pittsburgh. You got to be able to take care of the basketball. They've been doing such a great job this last 3-4 minutes of turning defense into offense, getting these opportunities, and then in the half court, they've had a little bit more pop and a little bit more pace with that ball movement.
So the foul almost killed the momentum, essentially. And then the turnover on the inbounds pass. Somerville attacks again. Somerville, that's consecutive possessions. He's lost it. Moore over to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon taking his man off the bounce. Kick it to the corner. Dunning. Yeah, another one. And it's back to single digits.
How about Witherspoon creating, getting in the paint, 2 feet, balance, in control, making the right decision, and Dunning has been shooting the ball at a high level.
Well above his season average. It's a 20-point game for the senior from Mobile.
If you're Witherspoon, that's what you have to do. Be aggressive, play off of 2 feet. Playing off of 2 feet allows him to be in control and make the right decision. And Dunning, he has been shooting at a high level, and also 9 rebounds with that 20 points.
Jones going to work. Lajae Jones, count it. And the foul. Shifty moves, working his way down for the score.
Well, he's an inside-out big guard, and you see him right there. He's going to take Indricitis in the post and just do what he does, finishing with the left hand. But talked about McCray, but how about this guy right here, Lajae Jones? He's an inside-out. He's athletic. He can handle the basketball, and he's been playing at a high level for Florida State.
So that puts an end to that extended 16-2 Pitt run.
Kev, I like right here what Florida State's doing, giving a little full court pressure, trying to slow Pitt down a little bit.
Had him discombobulated for a moment. Now Minor is not on the floor, so you've got the freshman McCray Moore out there. It's number 21 in the white, hasn't played until the last couple of minutes. Dunning knocks in another. It is his night, and he's tied a season high. He's got 23. That's a foul on Moore. Capel doesn't like it. Dunning is dialed in right now.
And it's funny how you make a couple of shots, and he talked about Dunning. He is feeling it right now. The confidence is sky high, knocking it down. And now you hit a few shots offensively. Defensively, you start to pick up the aggression and the ball pressure. And now Florida State is the one who's a little bit discombobulated, and they got to get themselves settled back in.
They led by 24. That was a couple of minutes into this second half. Now their advantage is back down to single digits.
That's the beauty of basketball. It's a game of runs. Anything can happen.
Past the halfway mark in this second. It's senior night. Let it be known inside the Pete. McCray trying to take Dunning off the bounce. Going in strong. Boy, McCray can get to the rim so quickly.
And I know Florida State's have 10 threes in this game, but right now I'm aggressive to the rim. I'm attacking them. I'm making Pittsburgh play on the defensive side.
Corin, short corner Jay, it's good.
And you said it, the short corner is going to be open. If you could put somewhere there who can knock it down a shot, you're going to have those opportunities. They have to be able to rotate guys in and out of that high post just to keep Florida State on their toes.
Pittsburgh is shooting better than 60% from the field in the second half. So they are matching what Florida State is doing. The latest bucket from Basong.
I really like Basong. I just think he's going to be a really good player. If he gets a little bit more consistent with that jump shot, watch out, because he gets out in transition, he plays both ends, and he is athletic.
Really athletic, just a freshman. Indricitis' triple is a bit strong. Basong with another rebound. So that's his 6th. Florida State, a little more measured right now. They're back up by double digits.
Give it back to McCray and let him go ahead.
He's got Corin on him. Here's McCray with the left, goes behind the back, kick it out. Jones, step back, three, it's strong.
Great defensive possession right there by Pitt. They seen that McCray had the mismatch. Great job collapsing in defensively and then still getting out on the closeout.
This game is tightened up in the last 10 minutes. After Florida State led by 23, Pitt went on a 16-2 run to get back into it. Shot clock winding, Witherspoon, ball fake, turns, can't convert it, Dunning. Oh, he has been on a rampage tonight. Indrasitis to the deck, blocked! Jones pinned it off the backboard. Florida State back into the front court. Jones has got to look at his eye right now. Score it. Is there a foul? Tony Padilla says foul before the shot. And so Florida State has it when we return. This one's tightened up a bit. 11-point lead for the visitors. Inside this building, senior night. Inside the Pitt, quite a night for this senior from Mobile, Alabama. He just went for a double-double in Berkeley on Saturday. He's got another one tonight.
I tell you what, he is going out with a bang in his last home game. He is ready and he is firing and he is shooting the ball at a high level, but he's active on the glass. 10 rebounds, 6 offensive. Barry Dunning Jr. is doing it on both ends of the floor, and he has made it a point to go out with a bang on his senior night.
4 triples. Yeah, he's hit a couple here in the last couple of moments that have been clutch. And so his scoring rampage has tightened this one up. Pittsburgh was down 24 earlier this half. Then they went on a 16-2 run to get back into the fight. They're still down. McCray nearly brought the rim down. And so Pittsburgh dodges a bullet. Can they get it back to single digits? With 7:10 to play. Witherspoon has got a lane. Witherspoon got bumped. It falls through. Back to single digits.
And I love Witherspoon being aggressive. It really should have been an and one right there. But whenever he gets the ball, he has to look to be in attack mode and then be able to make good decisions with the ball.
Great fight here displayed by Pittsburgh. Florida State has maintained this lead. Not as big as it used to be earlier the half. Miles cleans up the miss. McCray steps into it. Offline. They're going to get a third look. This is Jones. So crafty, clever around the rim, but he missed the layup. So that is a couple right at the rim that Florida State did not convert. Here's Dunning. Got another one!
Kev, if you're Pittsburgh and you're a guard, find Barry Dunning Jr. He is feeling it.
Jones trying to barge through in Indrasitis. Wiggins can't answer. Pittsburgh has got all the momentum right now. 5:48 to play. They're going to work it back into the front court.
And Minor, he has the right idea. I'm attacking, being aggressive, getting into the paint, collapsing the defense, and why not pass it to Barry Dunning Jr.? He is having a career night on senior night.
Minor, dump it down. Corin, Dunning, he cut to the basket. 3 seconds to shoot. Corin going in. Corin is fouled.
Hey, Kev, you said it. Great cut right there by Dunning Jr. But it's just Pitt being aggressive. Corin using his big, strong body and putting into the chest of Steen. And that's what you want to do if you're Pitt. You want to continue to be aggressive, get opportunities in the paint, either for a kick out or an opportunity at the rim, or a chance to hit some free throws.
They look much less tight. They've been through the war today. You got Cialepa, by the way, got clocked to the face by his own teammate earlier. is cut me Mick. Cut me Mick.
He's a rugby guy. He'll be fine.
They are playing with nothing to lose right now, Pittsburgh. Back within 4.
Well, they really don't have anything to lose, right? They have to win one of these 2 games to continue their season and get into the ACC conference tournament.
Florida State's missed their last 5, by the way, field goals. There's a foul. Jones draws the foul. And they whistle Dunning for that reach in. They're going to say that was on the shot attempt. Watch Dunning. Wow, they're going to say Jones was in the act of shooting. Capel, they can't believe it.
And really, you had 2 guys right there. Dunning didn't even have to reach in. Those 2 guys really were already walled up. It was going to be a tough shot for Jones anyway.
That's a tough break for Capel and Pitt. Jones misses the front end. They're going to say this was in the act of shooting.
You see right there, you had Witherspoon and Corrin right there on the help side. Tough call, but Dunning really didn't have to reach in. But I like the aggressiveness and I like the activity on this defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh.
It was a 7-0 run for the Panthers before that free throw. 5-point game, 5:06 to play. Wiggins checks back in, and so Jones sits. Yeah, the intensity, the competitive spirit out there right now, it's way up there. We're getting down to crunch time now.
Kev, if you're Pitt, you're in good shape. You just want to continue to do what you've been doing. Being aggressive, looking to drive the ball.
Minor flares to the corner. They threw it away. Out of bounds. Ball back to Florida State.
And that's one thing you can't do is turn the ball over. You see the spacing was a little tight right there on the flare screen. You got to get a stop right now.
It's only the 4th turnover for Pittsburgh this half. But Florida State needs an answer. Careless pass taken away by Pitt. Minor's got his eyes up. Where's he going? Corrin. Offensive foul.
You see Corrin right there. That's where you really want to play off of 2 feet. So you have that control. It could be maybe a 2 feet, a little drop or a little teardrop, whatever it is. But how about Basari? He's doing it on both ends of the floor.
Well done.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, you know, he's got the 8 points, but his impact has been far greater in terms of what he's done defensively. Has to pick up the dribble. Where's he going to go? McCray bails him out. McCray fires. It's a whistle, a foul on Steen. That's his 3rd. Pitt's got it. 4:02 to play. They're down 5.
And if you're Pitt, that's what you want. You want Florida State to settle right there. And it's just a whole different mindset right now for Pittsburgh. The ball's popping on the offensive side of the ball, and defensively they're active, they're being aggressive, they're making Florida State uncomfortable.
In terms of effectiveness, it's been a near 180. Florida State, 36% from the floor in this second half. That's it. Pittsburgh, close to 60%. Oh, don't leave them open. Dunning way off. Missed everything but the backboard there. Little bit of mojo, juice behind that attempt.
But I like the possession. Great job driving off the closeout, and you get it to the hot hand.
McCray, no. Wiggins, it's a new 20. McCray, crossover, lost it. Off of his leg, it's out of bounds. Pitt has climbed all the way back. They're within 5 with 3:27 to play. They were down 24 earlier this half. Went on several runs. The intensity is way sky high right now inside the Pitt on senior night between the Seminoles and the Panthers. Got to use the timeout. You've got what I think officials have said is a reasonable amount of time after that play. Look at the switch, by the way. Pittsburgh was down as many as 24 2 minutes into this half, and they have vaulted their way back into this one.
Talked about Coach Cable. He said this group is not giving up. They're fighting, they're competing, and they're showing it right here in the second half. But that was a missed opportunity right there for Florida State to get that ball back.
Dunning misses everything. It has been his night. 26-point outing on his senior night, a season high. Florida State has it, 2:55 to play.
You got to get some space right there from McCray.
6 to shoot into the corner. McCray creates. McCray off the backboard, couldn't finish it. Corn had it in his hands. This is going back to Pitt. Boy, McCray is shell-shocked that he didn't finish that one.
Well, he did a great job of playing off that closeout, and Kev, that's the second missed dunk that McCray's had.
Minor looked like he got maybe a piece of the basketball on that.
How to finish those ones.
Pittsburgh has had several opportunities the last couple of possessions to cut further into the 5-point deficit.
They have to see Corn right now. You got to get him the ball right there. They were late.
6 to shoot. This is Witherspoon creating. Step back. The 3 is strong. Who wants it? McCray's got it.
Missed opportunity right there. They had Somerville guarding Corn, and he had the angle. Dunning just missed him.
Can Florida State add a clutch bucket here? It has missed its last 9. Wiggins fires. Basong, he's everywhere. It's staying here. He draws the foul, and he'll be at the line for a 1-and-1.
You can see it right here. You see Somerville hit Corn, has him on his back. You have to be able to give him the ball right there. And the angle was gone by the time they got it to the top of the key. Missed opportunity right there for Pitt. And Kev, going back to Basong, he has just exuded his energy and effort, and he's left his mark on this game just with that. Being everywhere, flying around, creating opportunities with his energy and effort, and not able to take advantage of the free throw line.
Well, we are stuck here on this 68-63 score. This is Minor. Step back, fires. FSU has it, nursing the 5-point edge. 1:15 to play. They work the shot clock. They're taking it underneath the minute mark. One minute to play.
Pitt switching everything. They got to do a good job of being on boxes and elbows and making it tough.
They must get a stop. Here's Jones. Cans a big 3. It's a clutch bucket for the senior.
How about Jones stepping up when his team really needs him, knocking it down?
They had missed their last 10 field goals. Indricitis responds with a corner 3. And is Jones's big triple perhaps going to be the one that resurrects the Seminoles? They're up 5, 39.7 to play after the timeout.
Well, Pitt's doing a great job of keeping it in front, but you never want to help off the strong side corner. Indricitis helped off, and he allowed Jones to get that open shot, and a great job of him redeeming himself and knocking down the 3. But now it's going to be a free throw game. Pitt has to foul. Florida State has to be able to knock down their free throws to seal this deal.
Yeah, by the way, our officials, this is a great look. Bill Covington, Tony Chiazza, Tony Padilla on the far right. They are looking to check Indricitis' sneaker. Where was the sneaker? Was the foot on the line? So they may flip this from a 3 to a 2. Let's zoom in.
It looks like he's behind.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything? definitive on that look. This should be a good one.
He's behind.
I think that's got to stay a 3.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, it would remain a 5-point game.
But Kev, going back to that previous defensive possession, you never want to help off that strong side corner. If he stays solid and doesn't help, they don't even have an opportunity for that shot from Jones.
It's crunch time right now, so let's look ahead. 39.7 to play.
After review, the made basket is a 3-point field goal.
So we clear that one up. It's a 5-point game, and Florida State is about to face some heat.
Well, if you're Florida State, obviously you want to take care of the basketball, but if you're Pitt, you're going for the steal first, and if you don't get it, you want to be able to foul right away.
They're going to try maybe for one trap. Cialepa hasn't come over. You got Somerville stuck there. Don't foul now because they're running out of time. Up ahead, Wiggins for the throwdown. 28 seconds. Florida State by 7. Indricitis, a brick. There's a whistle. And Cialepa got fouled. Boy, they had Somerville caught there in the corner. He gets out of it, and then the lead feed to Wiggins.
And you know what? They didn't bring another guy over there to double team, so it allowed him to dribble out of that corner, and then nobody was there on the pass. It was an easy opportunity for a throw ahead to Wiggins for a dunk.
Pittsburgh needs points. They got to get a shot up quickly. 22 seconds. Witherspoon chiseling in. Fades. That falls out. And we got a foul on the floor. That's another whistle against Florida State. So if you're Pitt, you know, with 10 fewer seconds, do you take the 3 here now?
Was it a one-on-one opportunity? No, it's at Florida. Yeah, Florida State only has 6 fouls, so you have to look to go for a 3, or whatever opportunity opens itself up, you have to be able to just go and take advantage of it and be aggressive, and then you have to foul.
Running out of time and possessions. Corin right back to the shooter. Indricitis draws the foul, so that will put him at the line for a 1-and-1.
If you're Florida State, that's the last thing you want to do is foul.
Luke Laux' team, they have withstood this charge. They led by as many as 24. The first 22 minutes of the game, they did everything right. Or maybe the first 25. Then all of a sudden, Pittsburgh got hot, went on a 16-2 run, later on a 7-0 run, and they got back within 5. But they just couldn't get over the hump. Even as Florida State went cold. Couldn't get it back to 2, couldn't get it back to 3. 15.9 here, and with this free throw, Indricitis can make it a 5-point game again. Time's not on their side, though. Cialepa back in, and Miles back on the floor to inbound.
All right, you said Steen getting in there in case of a missed free throw. Now you sub Miles back in, and a better decision maker taking the ball out right now. If you're Pitt, you foul right away, and then if you're Florida State, you got to be able to make your free throws.
So here comes the big man, Steen. Back on the floor.
But it's just a sub. He subbed for a guy that didn't.
But who's coming off the floor is the question. So Miles to inbound, but and Wiggins is going to come off the floor. Okay. All right, we got that sorted out.
So you see, Lajae just wanted to be able to get a decision maker taking the ball out.
This one is loose on the baseline. Oh my goodness, Somerville, or rather Miles, couldn't pick it up. It was rolling right to him out of bounds. Pittsburgh has got it here to get it back to a 1-score game.
Well, you put in Cam Miles to make a better decision on the inbounds, and it backfires against you. It turns the ball over.
Boy, what happened there? So things have turned a bit. Pitt's got a chance, 13 seconds. Got to put something up. Minor for three, puts it in. 2-point game, 9.2 to play. Timeout Pitt.
You get the ball, be solid, be strong with the ball, and then make your free throws.
McCray's got it, 9 seconds. Pitt has got to try to get him. They run him down, but 4 seconds come off the clock. And it's McCray going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
And Kev, right there, I like what Florida State did. Put McCray on the run so he had momentum going up the floor, which helped them take a couple more seconds off of the clock. Now McCray has to finish the deal and make his free throws.
Robert McCray, the redshirt senior from Columbia, 71% free throw shooter. He has been their tone setter for much, if not all, of ACC play. Their go-to athletic scorer is at the line, and he's got a chance. You make both of these, you essentially lock this one up. It's a 1-and-1. They're back up by 3. Neither team with a timeout.
And Kev, if you're Pittsburgh, if McCray misses this, you gotta box out and get this rebound.
McCray nails them both. 5.9. Pittsburgh, they're gonna have to just put something up super quick. 3 seconds, Minor hoists it. Minor put it in! 0.5. Padilla signals they're gonna put some more time on the clock perhaps. So Damarco Minor hits a heave right at the line. I think they're gonna add maybe a half a second here at most, you would think. And now it's a 1-point game. Florida State's gonna have to inbound it.
In 0 timeouts, Kev, so they have to get it in. And how about these 2 seniors on senior night? Barry Dunning Jr. and now Minor, double-digit assists, making 2 big threes. He almost got fouled on that one, too. It could have been a 4-point play. That would have been something.
My goodness, they're going to put 1.3 perhaps, 1.2 on the timer at least. It's a 1-point game now. Florida State's going to have to inbound. I mean, there's a number of things you could do here. Heck, Florida State could, I mean, you could chuck it.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, what are you doing right here on this inbound?
If I'm Florida State, I'm playing the long game. I'm getting my guy with that quarterback arm and throwing it down there. 1 bounce, the game's over.
Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they have got to stick with their man and foul immediately if the pass is completed to whoever it is.
Well, you see the lineup right now for Florida State. They got the old Hail Mary lineup going on.
Oh, my goodness. Damarco Minor has hit 2 threes in crunch time. In the final minute, the last one, the miraculous one, 1.3 to play. We are squeezing out every ounce of drama from this one. This is the football style play. Everybody at the line of scrimmage.
This is the Little Giants play, if you remember that movie.
Jones inbounds it. He chucks it. Pass is caught. Basson, the whistle, and the game is over.